Welcome back to Relationship Questions and Dilemma by dimatstv. Today's episode is titled, Can Routine Weaken Love? It's deep. Take a breath and let's hear what you think.
Can routine kill love? It begins innocently enough, a shared toothbrush holder, a favorite dinner spot, an inside joke that always lands. Love often finds comfort in routine. It can be the thing that grounds us, that makes a relationship feel safe and predictable. But over time, that same comfort can harden into monotony. The very ritual that once symbolized connection can become lifeless habits. So we ask, can routine kill love? Routine is not inherently bad. In fact, it's necessary. Stability, structure, and shared responsibilities are what make long-term partnerships function. But the danger lies in mistaken routine for intimacy. Doing things to get out of habit isn't the same as doing them with intention. When affection becomes automatic and curiosity fades, partners can slowly drift apart, not out of malice, but out of inattention. The erosion often begins quietly. Maybe conversations become purely logistical. What's for dinner? Did you pick up the dry cleaning? These are questions that could be asked. Who is getting the children? Maybe physical intimacy declines because exhaustion takes precedence. Maybe date nights are replaced by TV binges and genuine connection gives way to proximity. It is not that anything is overtly wrong, it's that everything feels muted. And over time, partners may begin to feel more like roommates than lovers. The spark dulls, the excitement fades, and slowly the relationship becomes a routine itself, predictable, safe, and emotionally flat. This is where routine becomes dangerous because love, as its core, is dynamic. It requires presence, novelty, and engagement. Without those things, it begins to wither. And one of the hardest truths about relationships is that love doesn't just die from conflict. Often it dies from neglect, from the assumption that the other person will always be there, from believing that because things are fine, there is no need to grow or change. But love needs tending. It needs surprise, laughter, shared dreams, and mutual evolution. Couples trapped in routine often report feeling emotionally disconnected. They stop asking each other deep questions. They stop exploring each other's inner worlds. They stop being curious about who their partner is becoming. Because, yes, people continue to evolve, but routine assumes sameness. It forgets that the person you married 5 years ago is not the same person lying next to you today. There is also the danger of unspoken resentment. When one or both partners feel emotionally starved but can't quite articulate why, it breeds quiet frustration. You might begin to blame your partner for your own boredom or stagnation. You might fantasize about escape, not necessarily with someone else, but away from the life that feels repetitive and uninspired. This emotional drift can be just as damaging as any eternal or any external betrayal. But here is the good news. Routine doesn't have to be the death of love. In fact, it can be the foundation from which deeper passion and connection are built. If you're willing to infuse it with intention, the question is not whether you have routines, but whether those routines still make space for joy, vulnerability, and shared growth. Break the autopilot. Do something spontaneous. Surprise your partner. Ask them a question you haven't asked in years. Go on a walk without your phones and talk like you did when you were falling in love. Revisit old memories and create new ones. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Small acts of intention go a long way. Physical intimacy often suffers under routine, not because the attraction is gone, but because stress, schedules, and repetition steal the playfulness. Bring back novelty in small, safe ways and change the setting. Try something new. Make space for desire, not just duty. Even responsibilities can be reimagined. Cook together instead of alone. Make chores into mini bonding moments. Inject laughter into the mundane. Turn habits into rituals by adding meaning, like lighting a candle during dinner or saying one thing you appreciate about each other before bedtime. Communication is key. Talk about how you both feel. Is the relationship in a rut? Are you still excited about each other's dreams? Is there something you have stopped doing that used to make your partner feel loved? These aren't criticisms, they are invitations back into connection. And if it feels hard to rekindle that spark, don't panic. Relationships naturally go through phases. Some more passionate, some more quiet. But the couples who survive long terms are the ones who stay awake in their love. They don't let comfort lull them into complacency. Remember, routine should serve your relationship, not smother it. It should support your connection, not replace it. If it begins to choke the vitality out of your bond, it is time to shake things up a little bit. That could mean trying a new activity, trying a short trip, initiating more emotional check ins, or simply being more present in the day to day moments. Love thrives a lot in awareness. It grows when we notice each other, when we're curious, when we care enough to keep trying, even after years have passed. So, if you're wondering whether routine has quietly crept into your relationship and dulled its spark, take heart. You can bring it back to life. But it takes choice, it takes effort, and a little bit of courage. Love is not a static thing, it's a living force. When it's left in a box of sameness and predictable habits, it shrinks. When it's nurtured with fresh perspective and shared vulnerability, it expands. Even silence between partners can be reinvigorated when the energy behind it shifts from apathy to understanding. We don't always need to change what we do. Sometimes we just need to change how we do it. If the relationship has become quiet, question whether it's peaceful or just emotionally starved. If routines feel more like obligations, find one that feels joyful and rebuild from there. Take time to check in, not just on how the week went, but on how your partner's heart is going or doing. These small acts restore the intimacy routine often strips away. And lastly, be brave enough to ask, when was the last time you made your partner feel truly seen, truly appreciated? When did you last allow yourself to be emotionally vulnerable with them? These aren't just sentimental questions. They are the fuel that keeps love alive amidst the ordinary. So, can routine kill love? Only if we let it. But with intentionality, curiosity, and consistent emotional investment, love can not only survive routine, it can deepen through it. Follow us across all social media platforms for more relationship insights that help you stay connected, inspired, and emotionally alive in love. Thanks for staying with us. I am Faith. Bye for now.
Wow, that was intense. Follow relationship questions and dilemma by dimatstv for more real episode that makes you think and feel. See you in our next episode.